Okay, welcome. It is our first episode of the Inaugural podcast, and we are super excited today. We're having a very special day, and our office was full of excitement because today is Halloween, and that means that it's a great excuse to have fun and dress up. Our special guest today on this very special day is Mr. T-Rex. You can't really have a podcast with one person, so everybody welcome Mr. Rex coming in live. Watch the equipment. He's walking through. He's super hot, temperature hot.
Roar.
All right. Here's Mr. T-Rex. I don't think we're going to be able to hear you very well through your suit, but actually this is Chris Lynn's. I know we didn't fool anybody there, but we're happy to have Chris today. This is just a little taste of what our office was like this morning. It was a super fun morning. We just got out of our morning meeting, which we have every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we all love it. Anything you want to add, Chris, before you get out of your suit?
No, I need to get out of this thing. I'm sweating.
Okay, get out of your suit. We appreciate you being a good sport. Okay, you're out of your T-Rex costume.
Ooh,
you feel so much better.
Yeah, that's like a workout.
Oh my gosh, you've been in it all morning. So you started the morning hiding outside of the door.
Yeah, we got some really good reactions. Hopefully we can put that edit into the podcast a bit.
We'll have to give Philip some of those outtakes.
Got some good ones. Maybe a couple choice words were said because they were a little scared, but that's fine. We can edit
You got
that.
me when I walked in.
Yes,
I didn't know you were going to be standing there in your big Tyrannosaurus Rex costume. And
You
I was
can blame
like,
Heather on that.
Yep. So it was good fun. So we had all kinds of people today at our morning meeting. We had dinosaurs. We had unicorns. I'm dressed up as a mom. Got my mom bun. I had my baby carrier, and then I put a sack of sugar in it. So I was a sugar mama.
Yep.
And it was an really easy costume that
We probably should get Callie down here. She had one of the best costumes.
Callie had a great costume. Callie was the cultural icon.
Yeah, she was mimicking me. So she had the full beard, hair. She had her baby driver jacket on. Yep. So cultural icon on the shirt. It was good.
She actually dressed up as Chris.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
So anyway, welcome. We're super excited to kick this off. And obviously, Chris, you're one of our agents here in the office that has you're on leadership. Mm-hmm. You've been here a really long time.
Yeah, 3.5 years, going on 4.
So you are a great person, and I feel like we got voted as most likely to be able to carry a podcast into the first episode.
Yes, we'll see.
So I'm really excited. The podcast is called
Tulsa Life.
Yes.
Yep.
So what we really wanted to do was try to create a podcast that wasn't all about real estate, because obviously we live and breathe real estate every single day, and that's kind of like what our life is. But we also wanted it to be about just Tulsa, the Tulsa area.
Why to move here? Why to live here? Things that are happening and going on that outside of real estate people need to know about.
I love it. Yeah. So I'm super excited because we're going to have a lot of different guests that are going to be highlighting businesses, activities, different things, even Tulsa schools, that type of thing. So I think we've got a really great lineup coming up of different people in the community that can speak to, how great this area is.
Yeah. Very undervalued.
Okay, so speaking on that, you're not from here.
No, I'm not. I've kind of traveled the world a bit, but I'm originally from Massachusetts, lived there, moved down to Florida. And that's where I actually met Heather, my wife now, who is...
As opposed to your wife before.
Before, yeah.
Your only wife.
We edited that. She doesn't need to know about my previous marriage. My only wife, yes. But we got married down there, and Heather and her family, all from Oklahoma, we decided, hey, we're going to just pick up from Florida, move to Oklahoma, started life here, had a little girl, all that. I mean, so we've been here now, I think, going on 11 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then the Tulsa area, right around 4 years. So we're not from this area, but we certainly met a lot of people and kind of building those networks and stuff. But it's been a lot of traveling.
That's awesome. And you were originally born in Germany.
Yeah, like I said, I've kind of traveled the world a bit.
Right.
Yeah, Dad was in the Army. My mom met him, and they just let's go.
Fun fact, I think you're the only person on our team with dual citizenship.
That's true.
So it's pretty cool.
I can actually threaten if I don't like living here in America, I can leave. To Germany.
Yeah, but we're not going to go there.
Yeah.
We can't lose you. You're like our cultural icon.
That's right.
I know.
On now. How are we going to fill these shoes? Speaking of shoes, not wearing any right now, but
you just got out of your costume, so it's all right. I'm wearing not my normal work attire, so we're all a little bit different today.
Yes, it's been a different.
We're all a little bit different every day, but maybe especially today. So, okay, so Tulsa Life, we are kicking it off, and I know that we're going to have, like, we kind of teased a little bit there of like who's going to be coming on the show. I think we're going to have a lot of different people from even like colleges in town,
Yep.
businesses in town, and then we want to sprinkle in a little bit of like what we do every day and kind of what's going on in Tulsa.
Mhm.
We can talk a little bit about the real estate markets. Markets change all the
We
time.
do.
And I think that's something that people, are aware of, especially right now. So tell us a little bit of what do you do in our real estate office?
I mean, I feel like I do a little bit of everything where it's just something that's needed. I can kind of jump in. I mean, obviously, I help clients buy and sell real estate. That's my forefront of, trying to get that taken care of. But again, I think trying to help train other agents in here, how to build up other agents, get them to be successful and stuff is a really big thing for me because I want to see the growth of the brokerage, and it doesn't just rely on one or two agent shoulders. It needs to be really spread out so everyone can see the success. But I feel like, just I try to bring the laughter maybe a little bit too much sometimes.
You definitely do that.
I kind of joke around a little bit too much.
Nah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like I just kind of try to help anywhere that I see is, an area that's kind of lacking or missing.
I want to say you do a great job of that. So I've said this word or phrase, cultural icon, a couple of different times. In our office, so we have a team of about 30.
Yeah.
So we have about 25, 26 real estate agents. And then we have some office administrators, transaction coordinators. They basically, run the business.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to be real honest there, they are the backbone, but they keep us all in line. But of about 30 of us, every single month, we vote on who probably makes the biggest impact inside and outside of the office.
Yeah, kind of exemplifies the office,
And that can be for our team, for our brokerage, individuals. So our entire team votes on this, and you actually were voted
surprisingly
cultural icon last month.
Yeah.
So
we kind of have to give props. Margie Tanner was the very first one.
She was.
So she's the OG of the cultural icon, which it's very fitting. And I'm sure we'll all get to meet her someday on this podcast too. But so second month, I got voted in, and we're coming up to next month. So someone else will probably take my seat.
The crown.
Yeah.
The crown will be passed on.
Take my parking spot.
Oh, so tell the story about the parking spot.
So brand new office.
There you go. Set it up.
We're going back here. Brand new office, completely remodeled it, beautiful to house a lot of agents and stuff. Well, up front, there's a pole there that maybe was for like a president's only.
Or handicap.
There was nothing on the ground. I'm not parking handicap, but there was a pole there with no placard. So
But nobody parks in the front.
No one parks in the front.
Like
it's forbidden.
It's forbidden to park in the front because we only have a few spots in the front.
For partners and people coming in.
Our back parking lot is big.
Huge. Yeah, exactly.
But the front only has like 4 or 5 spots.
So the beauty of Amazon is you can order anything. So I go online and I'm like, I want to order a placard. Oh, you can customize it. So sure enough, I customize it, say cultural icon. And then I'm like, I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to actually put my name on there. So I ordered 2. I ordered one that was blank that said cultural icon and one that said my name. So obviously when the new person comes in, we'll just easily change it up.
Because the perk of being cultural icon, in addition to be voted like most popular in the class, is
most liked, funniest,
right. I mean, all that is that you get to park in front.
Yep.
Like that is an actual perk of being the icon.
And all the
that
free
month.
pizza you can get too.
Right, that gets delivered randomly to our office. So you actually went a step further, and not only did you take advantage of your parking place, but you ordered your own personalized parking sign, and then you'll pass that on to the next one.
I will, absolutely. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the team. We'll talk a little bit about. I know you said you love Tulsa, you love working here. You didn't say that, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you love working here. That's
assumed.
Yes. Tell us a little bit, what are the favorite things and about our team that maybe might be different for somebody listening that, is thinking about Tulsa as a market of thinking about living here maybe or moving here, and then, a little bit of how we can help and what we know about the market in the area.
Well, I think we're all really good at what we do. I think we all have systems in place and training and everything that really makes an agent really good in this area. And plus, I think our agents all super personable. We have a certain culture that we try to attract here. And if they don't fit that culture, we don't necessarily say, hey, yeah, you're a good fit. We just say, hey, maybe this isn't the right place for you, because we are a really, really unique and special team. very family oriented. It's fun. It's inviting. People love actually being in the office. Like on days that we don't have like any meetings and stuff, you come here and the office is almost full of agents calling clients, going over contracts, whatever it might be, just doing a lot of real estate related things, which is awesome because if someone has questions, they always have someone there to help them. So no one's really left behind, but family oriented. It's fun. Kind of all said that stuff, but I want to harp on that. Exactly.
It's who we are.
Yeah.
And I would say that too. I think that real estate, a lot of times for real estate agents and professionals, it's not always full time. It's not always
This
the
isn't
thing.
selling sunset.
It's that's exactly right. It's not like all parties and just having a great time and
But we
selling.
sprinkle it in a lot though.
We have a great time.
Like we reward the success that we have in the brokerage.
I wish we were selling sunset because our price point would be a lot better.
Yeah.
But we have to sell like 10 to 1,
Exactly.
for the house that they sell, we have to sell 10 of those.
Yep.
So there are, definitely some similarities because obviously we're all beautiful
It's very true.
and not a lot of plastic surgery done here in this office though. But anyway, it is, the culture I would say is very different than selling sunset.
It's not toxic. I would say that. Like a lot of people talk about different real estate brokerages and places they've come from. They're like, it just seemed like everyone was out for themselves, where we're opposite. We're out for everyone else's success and making sure that, hey, we want to help you sell as many houses as possible because I know you're going to want it the same from me on the reciprocating side.
I love that. And then I think the biggest thing too is how much more involved we are together as a group. So we meet 3 times a week minimum. And that is like to encourage and share and to make sure that we're all moving in the same direction. And that's something that I think is super special. And even like this morning, I loved like seeing everybody come in. It's a Monday morning, coming off of a weekend. It's Halloween. All of our kids are going to school and it's like, they're all hyped up and we're all tired. And everybody comes in and shows up and dresses up.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, oh, this is so funny. And of course, we have great partners that come in. We had breakfast cupcakes this morning.
Yes. I have yet to have one. I ate one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So breakfast cupcakes, which we've never had before, but it was a good day for breakfast cupcakes. So anyways, anything else that we want to touch on to kind of, give everybody a little idea of what, what we're doing here, what our goal is here. I feel like we've kind of covered that.
Yeah. Like you said before, this is an ever changing market. And I feel like in our brokerage, we're trying to be on the forefront of getting ahead of it and making sure that we know as the market changes that we're ready to take advantage of one situation or the other to help our clients, whether it's selling the real estate or buying the real estate, that we're helping them, move forward in those transactions the easiest. Because real estate's not easy, especially when we come off, 2-year pandemic and everything's shutting down and the world's changing and everyone's changing, that we're still trying to find the ways that are best going to help our clients.
So don't you feel like everybody's always saying like, oh, before COVID or after COVID? It's like there's
it's
two
like
different
timestamp.
It's like there's two different timelines now. It's either before or after.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think that it's not wrong, but I feel like real estate, it's always changing.
Yeah.
And it's very cyclical. That's a hard word for me to say.
It is. You did it though.
Thanks.
Cyclical.
Okay, I'm not going to say it
There we
again.
go.
So it kind of, comes up, comes back around. We've been through so many different markets.
Yeah.
And I've
Even
been in
the
real
last 4
estate.
years that I've been here.
I would say that even from, 2020, 2019, coming into 2023, we have seen like 5 different types of markets just in those couple of years.
In little old Tulsa. It's not like this is like LA or New York. This is a smaller market.
It
and
is.
so to see those changes, I can't imagine what people are dealing with on those outside bigger cities. Like it's enough for us to move
So it's really
forward.
interesting. I think when we go to a lot of different conferences and we actually do, coaching and training with a lot of collaboration from all over the US, right? So I feel like we have a little bit of a snapshot view of all these different markets around. And then of course, we partner up with Zillow, who offers these really awesome market updates. We had our Zillow, she's called our growth partner because we actually partner with Zillow. We're one of only 2 teams in all of the Tulsa area that have this type of relationship with Zillow. And one of the cool things about them coming in to see us is I loved what she did just for our Tulsa market update.
That was kind of just eye-opening.
It was.
Yeah.
But the best thing that I saw that I felt like I took away from her entire presentation over the Tulsa market, which there was a lot of information and data shared that really showed like, hey, this is where we've been, this is where we are, and this is what we feel like we're coming into.
Mhm.
And one of the things that really rang true for me is that Tulsa is a fantastic market.
It is. It's a safe market too. It's just it doesn't feel like there's ever going to be this very high,
They just
low,
don't
low.
have a whole, there's not a lot of like really, really high peaks, and then there's not a lot of low valleys.
We've definitely seen values go up, just like you have across the nation, but basically it's to the point where it was a slow gradual to kind of go with the market. And now we've kind of leveled off, but they're not anticipating any type of drop, which is amazing.
So the biggest statistic that I saw that I really felt like was encouraging, or maybe even the word I'm looking for is like, for somebody who's looking to buy in this market.
Yeah.
So like if you're looking to buy and everybody's saying, oh, that, the prices have gone up and now the interest rates have gone up and, it may not be the best time to buy. The one thing that really stood out to me is that if you're not going to be selling your home in the next 1 to 2 years and you're going to hold on to it for probably 2 to 3 years,
Sure.
they said that you should still see a bump of 1.7%.
Yeah, that's great.
And so that means that I feel like that gives a little bit more comfort to buyers who are thinking about purchasing, because they're not anticipating that it's going to take this like dive.
No.
And I've been in markets where it has gone high and then it has gone low. We were in the Florida market.
Gosh.
We started back in 2007, and 2005 coming into 2006 was like all-time high when everybody was buying property, and interest rates were what they were now.
Yeah.
So they were normal. They were, 6-7%, and everybody's buying all these properties. And then in 2007, they like cut in half. And I feel like that was very encouraging for our Tulsa market to know that the projections are not detrimental.
Yeah.
They are not something that you feel like you're going to put, this investment into. You're actually going to see appreciation.
Yep.
Even if it's not crazy appreciation, you're not making a bad investment.
Yeah.
And so I think that's important. The other thing that I think is really cool right now, we're seeing a whole lot of creativity.
Yeah.
When it comes to helping buyers, helping sellers.
Yeah.
And I feel like on both sides of that, in any market, I say this all the time, you have people that need to buy homes and you have people that need to sell homes.
People are moving. They need real estate, and this is the thing too, is all this creativity with like lenders and different rate buy downs or whatever it might be. Just realize that too, that at this moment they're doing this because they're trying to make it seem right. And then once the interest rates get normalized, they don't offer those incentives.
Well, that's the thing, is it is normal. This is normal.
Yeah.
Like what we are coming out of was not what I would call a normal market.
Now, 2.5% interest rates, that's never happened again.
That's crazy. Yeah. And that's where you go, everybody wants the crazy, but you don't want the crazy of the highly competitive, buying market.
Yeah.
If you were a buyer, it was really tough. If you were a real estate agent, it was really tough to help your buyers.
Running lots of offers.
Lots of offers, having to go to way more homes. A lot of buyers, I feel like they had this feeling of settling. And it was just like, hey, this is what choices I have.
Yeah.
And I have to make a decision so quickly that then after that decision was made, it felt a little bit like, what have I done? Like, what am I doing? And I had to kind of rush into that. So I really am so encouraged with the market that we're coming into, the market that we're in now. And I see it as a very positive, thing, not at all like, the sky is falling.
No, not at all. Absolutely. I think that's when you have that mindset, and that's why I think you do a really good job here in our culture, is that we're not negative. We're always positive, and we're always finding positive ways to have something that's negative, because there's always a positive aspect to it. And when we do that, I think our agents portray that to the clients, and the client's like, okay, yeah, I want to put an offer in this house.
Well, and how much better is it if you're a seller and you come talk to a real estate agent and go, hey, I think I need to sell my house. And you go, awesome.
Yep.
Let's do this. Let's get you the most amount of money that we can. It's a great market.
Exactly.
How much different does that sound than, oh, you missed the boat?
Yeah, 6 months ago.
You should have done that
we
a
hear
while
that too
back.
much from agents. I don't know why. It's like
I know
very
it.
positive about things.
Well, okay, so I think we're probably close to wrapping this up today. This was just, like I said, just a kind of a start, a platform to kind of introduce what we're doing. That's a great word. And kind of get to know. This is going to be a great way to get to know our team, who we are. We are here in Midtown in Tulsa. So we service, we have agents like everywhere.
I got a client on a contract in Oilton. Never heard of it before, but we're under contract. So there's houses all to be bought and sold everywhere.
Yes, there are. And Oilton is really close to like my neck of the woods where I
was
grew
surprised
up.
the houses in our market. Honestly.
Yeah, I am surprised too. But we have agents. I love that because geographically, I mean, we have agents in Owasso, we have agents in Jinx, we have a lot of agents in Broken Arrow, we have agents in Midtown. Yeah, we have agents even in Pryor, in Sand Springs and Sepulpa. So I really love that. And I feel like our expertise really is like a 20, 30 mile radius of the Tulsa area. And the really cool thing is that our agents have been exposed to so many different types of homes, land, even some commercial. I mean, I think the trust level with knowing that you can be, helped with an agent that has experience and that has a team behind them.
Exactly.
And that's really cool too. You're a mentor in our office and you're on the leadership team, which means that every agent inside of our office has somebody else that they can go to for help.
That's a huge bonus for new agents that literally get their license and they like, what do I do?
I feel sorry for agents who don't have training and who don't know what they're doing. And I feel sorry for their clients.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of times, agents are just trying to figure it out as they go.
Yeah.
And we're talking about a major investment, usually the biggest investment that somebody's going to make, buying a home, and knowing that you can trust who you're working with is super important.
It's paramount. Absolutely.
Yep. So anything else that you want to add before we jump off here?
No, I'm just excited. I'm excited to see where the podcast goes. I'm really looking forward to highlighting just other businesses and people in our community, just to expose them as well. I think it's going to go a long way to just kind of share who we are, but also help other business owners and people out there get exposed and stuff. I think that's going to be a really big aspect to the podcast.
I think so too. And then I think there's going to be some really cool like leadership things too. I think it's going to be a really well-rounded, like eclectic, talk about everything and anything type podcast, which fits our team because that's kind of who we are. Yes. But I think we're even going to have some really cool, insights from people who, look at, I think one of our next ones, I think is going to be like the Enneagram.
Yeah. And that's like a whole other part of it to like knowing your business and who you are as a person.
People have podcasts just on Enneagram.
I know. So I'm excited to watch that one.
Yeah, I am too. So, okay. Well, Chris, thanks.
Thanks for having me.
That was fun. You're always easy. It's always like fun. And it's like, because we're pretty good friends too, family, friends. So, you make it easy, but
well, thank you.
Thanks for being on. Thanks for being a good sport with your T-Rex costume.
Yeah, I'm not putting that on for a while.
And bringing the fun today.
All right. Thank you.
All right. See you next time.